Hey guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for being a part of the live stream. And are we live? Let me see. Let me know if you're able to join the live stream and if you can see the stream and hear me. That would be great. It's been a couple weeks since we've done this live stream. Looks like I need to log into my chat. Oh, great. I get to identify where I see certain images. Don't you hate these? I do. Okay. Let me know if you're able to see the stream, and we'll go ahead and get started here in just a moment. I'm going to grab my tablet just to make sure we're streaming the way I think we are. Okay, let's see here. All right, I guess we are live. Seems like there's maybe a couple of settings that I still need to work on. So I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. We're going to go ahead and get started here. So I'll try to check the chat here once in a while. Looks like it may not be giving me my usual audio chat, so that's all right. Okay, you may recall that we started this so long ago, right? And we've been working on it, trying to get some of the flesh tones in here in the right spots. And now I'm turning my attention to the glasses. And I'm using the call erase, using the lavender color. The reason for that is mostly because it's erasable. And so I can, take my time and make mistakes if I need to, and just kind of feel it out as I go. And so it's been a while since I've looked at it. So it looks brand new again to me, really. So I can see over here where this needs to be a little bit thinner than what I currently have. And I'm not going to spend like forever on this. It reaches a point where you you make some decisions and you just go with it. It's never going to be perfect, but it needs to look accurate enough to continue. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I don't know that I can see any chat that may be going on over there in Facebook. So if you're talking over there on Facebook, you can reach out and say hi or something like that, and I can tell you. Then if you do that, I'll say hi. But if I don't see it, then of course I won't. And then you may know that I'm not able to see it. I must have changed something on my settings. I'll have to take a look at that. We went out of town and just got back late Saturday or Sunday morning, I guess you could call it that. So there's just a few things that I'm trying to get caught back up on before we get right back in the swing of things. You know how it goes when you go out of town. There's just a certain loss of some momentum, right? Always feels like that to me. But you need those times to sort of recharge and just recalibrate. So I look forward to visiting family, and that's what we did. We went out and visited family in Missouri. So, all right. So Amal is over there on YouTube watching. Thank you for the comment. So if you commented on Facebook and I didn't reply, it's because I haven't seen it. For some reason that feed is not coming into my chat for whatever reason. So, but if you are over there on Facebook, I appreciate you being there. But if you want to interact with me, you can do that over on YouTube. Okay. This time, hopefully next week we'll have that working again. There we go. This is such a slow process. I'm sure you've heard me talk about that before. But hey, Harry. Yep. How are you? Good to see you over here. Okay. You know, sometimes you'll erase things, or I will, and you may do this as well. And you'll restate it. You'll put it right back on there, and you'll restate it the same way that you took it off. It will look nearly identical, maybe even identical. But it's still an important part of the process sometimes. I don't really look at that as being, a mistake. I look at that as just part of the process of rendering once in a while. Sometimes you'll get ahead of yourself in one other area, and you're removing something so that you can see everything more clearly. And seeing it clearly is important to be able to fit everything together. So it used to bother me. I used to think, well, why do I erase something and then just put it back? And then when I started looking at it closer and started figuring out, oh, okay, that's kind of part of the process of proving out where a particular line will go. Then it didn't bother me as bad. Okay. That's close enough at the moment. Right there. And slopes down. Okay. Hope you guys had a great 4th. Maybe you were able to spend some time with friends and family. I hope so. Hope that was the case. I hope where you are that you're not seeing a dramatic increase in the COVID-19 virus cases. That seems to be happening, though, here and there around the world at the moment. Okay. Get a little more depth over here. All right. I think this is going down a little bit too far. You see how easily I'm able to take lines off right now. Hope you can see that. It just comes off so quickly. And that's what we want. We want that ability. I'm going to make this part just a little bit smaller at the moment. And we can increase it later on if we need to. But some of this you know, doesn't need to be, some of this probably needs to be scooted up. So I just want to take a look at that just a little bit closer. And I'm moving my line up by shading just a little bit on top of the previous line. And by doing that, I'm scooting everything up. I'm scooting that frame of the glasses up just a little bit. And over here as well. You can use your kneaded eraser to pick up some of the little crumbles from the plastic eraser. Works really well. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay. I've got a little more shading over here than probably what I needed to have. So that can start throwing me off just a little bit. And put a little bit in here to make it just a little more accurate. Right in there. Looks a little bit better. A little bit lighter right up here. Okay. Take a look. All right. And I notice this comes down a little bit more. It's a little bit too bright right there. And knock that back just a little bit. Right in here. Now, I don't want to get carried away looking at shape of the eye or anything, but I do want to just correct that angle just a little bit right in here while I'm looking at it, while I've got my attention over here in this area. And let's see. Still a little bit too bright, so I'm gonna add a little bit darker color. Slightly darker tone to get that in the right direction there. Okay, that's ruby earth that I just used. Okay, now let me look. All right, and then the other thing is, this is much more pink. I'm going to use this cinnamon by Polychromos, but it goes, that skin goes way up there, like that. And then this line comes down more. Right in there. There's a lot of flexibility in using a sanded surface for things like this. Because you are able to make changes on the fly where needed. And sometimes you need to do that, you know, at the 11th hour like this. So I love having, you know, that ability to do that. Let's see, one other thing here. Trying to remember which dark pencils, the grays I was using. And I think this one will fit the bill. But that arches up. Then comes right back down. And is much darker right there. We need to go a little bit darker right in there. Use a darker brown in the Polychromos line. I'm just messing around with that corner of the eye right now. And I'm pushing it back down into a different direction, just a little bit. Okay, and then there are eyelashes right in there. So, another dark. Let's see, that's not quite dark enough. Sharpen this up. And so burnt umber is what I'm using. There we go. I can delicately come back inside there and add a little bit of definition in the negative space in between eyelashes. There we go. Okay. Good enough at the moment. All right. Back to the glasses. All right. Now if I look at this edge right over here, I start paying attention to, you know, this little corner here, this little geometric shape right in there, then I can use my eyes to look out this way and say, you know, where is that? So well, I don't know, Harry. Harry is saying you seem to do so many minor adjustments in an area, but I cannot see any real difference. Am I not seeing it? Well, I see a difference. I hope I made a difference. I don't know. You know, I'm not sure what, you know, your perception is, but I do see a difference. I zoomed in a little bit here, so maybe that'll help just a little bit. I don't know. Okay. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. There's a few eyelashes right in there. I don't want to make a big deal out of those eyelashes, but you want to put a few in there. Okay. So, Harry, are you looking at it on a desktop computer screen, or you know, are you using a tablet? I'm just thinking maybe the size of the screen might matter. I don't know. Okay, let me look back at this shape again right here. And, you know, I could get a ruler out and take a look at that, where that intersects in the eye horizontally, right in there. Something like that. You know, that does help a little bit to look at those areas. Oh, you're using an iPad? Okay. I'm not sure. I mean, I think I'm making changes. I mean, I know I am. My according to my perception, I'm making changes. So, you know, everything is based on perception. So, oh, hey, Melody, how are you? Good to see you out here. The Melody is over there on YouTube. Okay. Let's go up like this. So Melody, it's been a long time. I hope you're doing well. Oh, and Cheryl is out here as well. Now, Harry, I was just going to joke with you for a moment. Thanks, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us here, too. Harry said, I'm sure you are making improvements. I didn't say I was making improvements. I said, well, maybe I did. I said I was making changes. There might be a distinction between those two. In the long run, there'll be improvements, is my hope. Okay. Let's go down here. This is just one of those processes that is just so slow. Man, it just kind of has to be. Awesome. Good deal, Melody. I'm so glad to hear that. That is exciting. I tell you what, if the virus hasn't done anything else, I think it has made us, at least it has me, it's made me appreciate just being together with other people, and you know, the connection that we have with others. I really value it, and but it made me think about it more. You know, hope I'm not alone in that, but yeah, it just made me think more about, you know, connection and being around other people. Okay. There we go. Looks like that does need to come down just a little bit more. Right over here. Yeah, there are, you know, there's certain things that you can speed up when you're drawing, but line line and angles and relationships between things like features and, or in this case, some object like glasses, those are things that I just don't feel like you can speed up with any real success. If you try to speed it up, if you try to just make it faster, sometimes you can just create a problem for yourself. Okay. I tell you, looking at this on the small screen, though, that small screen really does inflate any kind of problem or issue that I've got with the line drawing of the glasses. So it's very helpful. And they don't necessarily have to be extremely accurate, in relationship to the reference, but they have to be at least pretty accurate inside the drawing. They have to be, each frame on one side needs to be at least pretty close to showing some symmetry between one side and the other. So that's what I'm looking for more than anything, is similarities between both sides. And this probably goes down just a little bit, but I need to fill this in order to see this a little bit better. It's a very hard pencil. Very very firm tip, and it's not going to dull quite as quickly, but it also won't adhere to the paper as easily either. So it's one thing I have to kind of fight against a little bit. Okay. If you're watching the replay, then I appreciate you being here. And if you have any questions, you can always ask those inside the chat, or any comments as well. If you're new to art, you're new to maybe drawing or even drawing in colored pencil, then I invite you to stick around and We usually have things that are once in a while a little more geared towards just, you know, starting out in your art journey. Yeah, so good question, Cheryl. Asking about using the erasable pencil on top of the regular oil and wax based pencils. Yes, I am, but and then yes, I do work over it with oil and wax based pencils. Just trying to get this line drawing in here and not worry about making a mistake, because it just offers a little more freedom, and then I can go back over the top with a wax or oil based pencil. And then spray it and protect it, and everything should be fine when you do that. I know there are colored pencil artists that do use just the col erase pencils. I just find that they don't blend as much as what I would like. So, oh, thanks, Cheryl. Appreciate it. Cheryl's been a colored pencil artist who has inspired me for a long time. She's been doing colored pencil art for many years, and she has just a lot of pieces that she has been able to create through the years, and they're good pieces. I mean, it's not like she's just whipping them out just for the sake of doing pieces. And you do so many different subjects also. Seems like I recall like animals. She's done portraits. She's done like landscapes, still life. I want to say automobiles, but I'm not sure about automobiles. But I know you've done some. I remember one buggy, an Amish buggy that you've done. So I remember that one in particular. So I love that, where you don't lock yourself into just one subject matter, but leave it open. Cheryl says she has a problem with overextending. Okay, that needs to go up just a little higher over here. My problem often is just sticking to the current piece instead of going to the next one and getting the one I'm working on completed. That seems to be a problem for me from time to time. Like I get excited about the next piece before the current one is done. Okay, I am going to go take a walk, and for about 5 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and end here, and then I'm going to come back probably. We won't be live streaming again today, but I'm going to come back, and I'm probably just going to just keep working on this and make some progress here that I'll record and I'll play back for you probably next Monday. and let you see what what choices that we made. The reason for that is there's a pre-launch going on right now of the face value portrait course, the color pencil portrait course, and that pre-launch ends on the 13th. The course will begin next week on the 13th, and so for those that have already signed up, and we've had a lot that have already signed up, then your journey will begin on the 13th, and you'll be joined by many alum students who have been out there working for a while. But the other thing is that after that pre-launch ends, the price will go up on the course, but you can still purchase the course if you want to. So that's kind of exciting, but I'm going to be really busy on the 13th that day. So I'm going to pre-record what we've done with the glasses, and I'll put that out here so that you can take a look at those choices that were made. So I'm excited about that. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop then for this morning. It's morning for me anyway. I know it's afternoon or evening for some of you. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you next time. Until then, stay sharp. Bye-bye.